Hey guys, welcome to my first attempt of water marbling the Mentality Glaze collection. I actually have 7 to test in this test, and I'll probably be doing an additional test with the rest of the collection. I just don't have those on hand. So I'm just going to show you all these colors here, and I'm going to pair them since I have like 3 different pinks. I'm going to pair one with each different color, and we're going to try this. Alright, so as you can tell that I'm having trouble with them spreading. They just kind of want to sit right in the middle because they dry really quick, and you can see where I'm just picking it right out. With these you have to work very quickly and kind of dunk the brush in a couple of times to get a good drop that will come off the brush easily. And see, the first color kind of spreads out really well, and then I get the second dot in and that's spreading out. But after a few rings, it's getting harder and harder to get the polish to spread. Alright, so now that I have kind of a bullseye here, I'm going to try to draw a design and see what happens. As you can see, doing the little trick to try to make them spread does not work with these. It pretty much makes it worse, and the moment I try to draw my design, the whole thing comes out of the water. So these you have to work even faster than regular nail polish because they're drying so quickly. So I'm going to try a different pairing since this is multiple attempts with the same set of colors. So we're going to try this again and see if I can get it to work with a different set of colors. Alright, so now that I have a pretty good bullseye, I'm going to go ahead and try to draw a design again. This time I'm having better luck, but I really should have stopped while I was ahead, but I end up kind of making it a little bit more messy. But I wanted to get more of the blue in with the pink. And then these, it seemed like when I didn't want them to dry, they dried too quickly, and then when I wanted them to dry so I could pull them off the water, they didn't want to come up. So far, not the friendliest water marble polish out there. Alright, so with these color combo, I'm doing something a little different. I'm holding each dropper actually in my hand over the bottles, and I'm just going to keep dipping them in there and just keep switching back and forth, which seems to be working much better because I'm able to move faster. Although towards this end here, I accidentally started picking it up with one hand again. So you see that it doesn't want to move. Now these colors here, the yellow and pink pairing is moving much better. It actually did spread when I tried to make it spread. So I'm going to do my design here, and I'm going to try making something really cool looking, where there's a bunch of both colors in each. And these seem to also dry slower as well, so I was able to draw more of a design in this. Alright, so I'm going to go back to the first pairing again and see if I can get a better result this time. Once again, holding both brushes at the same time so that I can switch back and forth quickly before it has a chance to dry. Now, basically when I do this normally, by the time I get done, there is a drop getting ready to fall from the previous color. And as you can see here, I messed up and dragged some across the table instead of getting a drop. So I had too much on the brush, so I just kind of went with it and just tried to see what I could come up with, since these are kind of hard to work with. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my design here, and hopefully I can get it without pulling this out of the water. And I'm just making kind of a random design, and this time I'm going to put my middle finger in, and I'm going to blow on the water to force this to dry a little faster, and I'm just going to pull this out. And alright, so I forgot I had the neon green glaze with me as well. So I'm going to try marbling that with Mentality Scandal, which is part of the Neon Hollow collection. And what I noticed with these two together is you see that Scandal spread pretty easily, and then the neon green did really awesome, and now after the first two it's not wanting to spread anymore. And I actually tried this a couple times, I think, and so apparently these do not work with mixing with other textures, because it just doesn't spread. You can see here it's just stuck. So I'm going to clean out my water and try this with the blue, the neon blue, and I'll be back. Alright, so as you can see, I'm having better luck with the green and blue together. I do notice that some of these work better than others. The one I had the biggest problem would be the purple one. It just doesn't want to move. And here you notice that I actually mess up my bullseye. And I tried doing kind of a mixture of a couple of different Watermarble techniques, and now I'm trying the zigzag here, and I'm just going to shove my finger in there. Now, one thing that I noticed when I was done with the water marbling, these kind of left, even after I pulled off the latex, left kind of a crust around my nail that I still had to clean up with remover. So I'm going to show you the finished nails here in just a moment. And alright, so while these were kind of a pain to Watermarble, I really like how they look in the end. They're not as neon as they are whenever they are in the bottles. It's kind of more like a washed out neon kind of effect. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please thumbs up this video if you'd like to see more Watermarble tests. And don't forget to follow us on other social media. See you later. Bye.